Hi, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, everyone. So I didn't anticipate making another video so soon after sharing that part of my life. It was pretty heavy for me, and so my plan was to take a few days off from talking, and I would focus on my craft and then come back and continue my story. Be I did not anticipate the reaction to that part of my story, and I also shared some insight into that. Being the scapegoat in my family and an SA, I shared perspective from somebody else about that, and that got a lot of people making comments and sharing their own experiences with the exact same thing. And that's why I felt I needed to make this video, because I wanted to thank everybody who shared a part of their story, because it does help to validate how you feel. I never understood how many people have gone through the same thing. It's validating and healing, but also very heavy, disappointing, heartbreaking to find out that it's not as uncommon as I thought, because I literally felt I was alone, so alone in that I wouldn't share that story with anybody. I've talked about that story and about my childhood, and especially things with my father, and that type of weird sensitive topic about with very, very few people. And the people I've shared it with have used it or weaponized it in some way and didn't handle the information with care. So it's not a part of my story that I like to talk about, but I felt it was necessary to talk about, if I'm kind of if I'm trying to go back to where I started to figure out why I ended up where I was. So it's something, sorry, my dog has gotten into something. 1 minute. Sorry about that. My wonderful, beautiful Kobe got into something, so I had to go and deal with it. But yeah, so that's why I felt compelled to make this video, is because I wanted to thank everybody who's taken the time to listen to my story, who took the time to share parts of their story, and also share that me sharing my story is helping, because that is the intent. Ultimately, is I would like somebody else to benefit from what I went through, and hopefully sooner, and come to the realization and the healing part sooner than I did, because I'm 50 now, and this didn't start for me until I was in my mid-40s. So yeah. Another reason why I was really kind of scared and reluctant to share is because my father especially indoctrinated in me that if I were to share this with anybody or tell anybody about the things that had happened to me when I was younger, that they would laugh at me. Literally, those were his words. He says, they will laugh at you. And so his whole thing was telling me is, get over it, move on with your life, those type of words and talk. And so I was I lived in that for a long time. And so that's why what I'm doing now also is very liberating for me, because I'm speaking out loud, and I don't care if anybody laughs. I didn't care if anybody laughed when I started this. I was doing this for my own emancipation of carrying all this stuff. And also, I wanted my children to know my truth, because my children have been around these people who are telling them things based on their perspective. So I thought my perspective was important to share in my way. So I appreciate everybody, again, who subscribed, who left comments, and I also want to extend my sorrow, grace, and and happiness that if you've finally come to a place where you're ready to move on and heal from all of that stuff, because it's possible. 1000% I know it's possible to heal from all of that junk, but you just have to get there. So I hope this helps. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for today. I'm still I'm very emotionally drained because talking about all that stuff after so long was definitely draining for me. And so I'm just taking a mental health break right now, and doing some crafting. I may make some videos, related to my crafting and other stuff, but I'm gonna take a break from talking about the heavy stuff for a couple days. But enjoy your week, and thank you for watching.